I realize it's been a while since I've done a top 5 prospects in the Islanders pool, so let's look at it now. $590 subscribers. I can't thank you enough. Like I really can't. I don't have any other words to put that into speech on how thankful I am for each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button. Don't miss a video. Also go to Twitter, follow @TLOMitch. That's me. Don't miss any breaking information about Islanders prospects I've yet to cover on the channel. So the top 5 prospects in the prospect pool today. Now, before I get to just like who the top 5 are and just like spit it out type of thing, let's kind of preface that right now by looking back at who the top 5 were the last time I did this video, right? To give us some context instead of me just going, here are the top 5 guys, see you later. Like there's more to it than that. So let's look at the top 5 guys the last time I did this. And from my records, the last time it was December 21st. So it's been 2 full months since I did it. Here is the top 5 then. Kiefer Bellows, Aatu Räty, Otto Koivula, Jakub Skarek, and Robin Salo. That's your top 5. You can also see the NHLE there on the far right, 31, 29, 27, 27, 25. If you're new to this, I base all of my rankings for the Islanders prospect pool based off NHLE. And if you haven't or you're not really sure what NHLE is, it's essentially a number that boils down a prospect's or a player's production at any rate at any league in the world and bases that on what it would look like at the NHL level, is really what it does. So now we know what it looked like 2 months ago. What does it look like now, today, February 22nd? Well, from 1 to 5, we've got Kiefer Bellows, no surprise. Aatu Räty, still no surprise. Jakub Skarek, number 3. Ruslan Iskhakov, number 4. And Otto Koivula, number 5. And you can see the NHLEs there, 41, 31, 29, 28, basically 29 for Ruslan, and then 27 for Otto. So what happened in the movement there, right? Well, Kiefer Bellows cemented his spot at the top with a 41-point NHLE. He has done very well at the NHL level since that gap, right? In that 2-month gap from December 21st up until now, he's got 6 points in 10 games at the NHL level, and Barry Trotz has said he needs to be at the NHL full time. He's not going to be on this prospect list any much further. Definitely not next year. It's done. He's an NHL player. He's a 41-point player today, right now. He could probably be better with that with a longer leash at the NHL level. Number 2 is Aatu Räty. Still no surprise or no movement, really. All we can see is his NHLE is getting better, right? 29.7 was his NHLE in December. It's 31.28 in February. In that gap there, he put up 18 points in 20 games at the league level. And he's only 19, right? That's important to state. He is 19 years old, and already he's playing at a 31-point NHL pace. Already, today, he's 19. He's got like 3 or 4 years to get better, right? Like that's when he's going to just enter his peak. 3 or 4 years of him getting better, and he's already a 31-point center. Look out. Look out. Things are looking really good for Aatu Räty. Number 3 is where we first start to see any movement, and it's Jakub Skarek jumping up from 4 to 3 with a 29-point NHLE. It was 27.4 before that. If you've watched the AHL Islanders or keeping tabs on the AHL Islanders at least, you'll know or you won't be surprised by this per se, that Jakub Skarek is getting better, that is. He was goalie of the month in the AHL in January with a 5-0-1 record. He was incredible for the Bridgeport Islanders, just absolutely incredible. Now the numbers don't look fantastic, right? In the stretch from December 21st to now, he put up a 6-2-2 record. That's great, but was a 2.9 goals against average and a 9/11 save percentage. That's not so good, but he still won them games, and that's not something the Bridgeport Islanders have been doing this year. So hats off to Jakub Skarek. Things are looking good, right? From a 27 to 29, he's improving. Good stuff. Then number 4, Ruslan Iskhakov was not in the list beforehand. So what happened? Well, he wasn't playing. It really comes to that. He wasn't playing. He got injured at the start of the year, played 1 game for them at the DEL level. That's the German Hockey League. He played a few games at the Championship Hockey League level and then was out for like 12 weeks. And in that time, from the last ranking I did to now, he started playing And he's a point per game player with 9 points in 9 games. That's really good. I watch him intently all the time whenever I can, and I just love his game. He makes mistakes, but they all do, right? Like, I would be a mistake, like just being on the ice is a mistake. But he is really standing out at that German level, opening up plays, really strong along the walls, really smart play. He's not big though, so huge disadvantage. But I'll reiterate what I said last year about Rustin Shkakov. They need to sign him, to try him out. They at least have to see what they got in him at the North American level, please. And then 5, we got Otto Koivula, who was previously number 3. So what happened there? Well, not a whole lot, really. Like, he's not getting any worse, right? He went from a 27.52 NHLE to 27.13. That's not really bad. That's more of him plateauing, right? Like, this is what he's plateauing at, a 27-point player at the NHL level, essentially. And I don't think that's going to catch anyone by surprise. I don't think anyone's going to go like, oh my God, only 27 points? What the hell? No, that's kind of where you'd think Otto Koivula would be. And that's perfectly fine. So then what happened to Robin Salo? He fell out of the top 5. Well, he played at the NHL level. That's really it. It really comes down to that. He played at the NHL level, and because he's not putting up regular points at the NHL level, because no one is for the New York Islanders, because of that, his NHL is going to go down. But he's getting NHL playing time, and Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello is getting to see him play at the NHL level, and they clearly like what they see. Yes, he's at the AHL level now, but that's just because they don't have space for him, and he still has some things to work out. So why not give him big minutes at the AHL level and then bring him up when you have room, like when either Zdeno Chara or Andy Green or Andy Green are traded. Then he'll be at the NHL level, and I suspect you'll see that NHLE start trending up, and he'll take his rightful spot as a top 5 prospect in the prospect pool. So that's your top 5 players today on February 22nd, 2022. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button. And if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you.